Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. The big day of Team of the Season has finally arrived, guys. We know all the cards that are coming today. There's 50 of them, by the way. We have official stats for all 3 leagues coming today. We got to take a look at that. And we also have SBC leaks, the Due SBC, and maybe 1 or 2 others. We'll take a look at a bunch of the leaked SBC cards coming into this game soon, as well as Evolution leaks. They're still out there. Hopefully 3 Playstyle Plus Evos start coming out more often with the start of Team of the Season. And also, guys, we got to talk about the market because it's been moving like crazy. Prices are still very low, but I think today could be the time where cards start to go up, especially with a lot of weekend league demand. And there's going to be a lot of movements on Team of the Season cards today as well. We're going to cover it all in today's video. If you're excited for TOTS Friday and to pack some Team of the Seasons, drop a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you're new. Let's quickly, before we get into all the good stuff coming today, look back at the big season pass drop yesterday on this game. But first, in player SBCs, we had a kind of a random player of the month. I used to think that all of the La Liga player of the months released on Fridays. At least earlier this year, they've dropped on Fridays. Yesterday on Thursday, we had the Pedri, though. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 2 playstyle pluses at this stage of the game. Maybe not the best, but he could fit into evolutions very, very soon. And he's kind of slightly expensive, but I think honestly right now, this is just not an SBC that we're super worried about until he fits in a good Evo, unless you're a Barca fan. For 137,000 coins, that's there for a long time if you do want to get it done. Also, yesterday we had the refresh every week, as we do on Thursdays, of marquee matchups, but most importantly, one of the refreshes for the 83x10, 83x14, and our beloved upgrade packs like the grind, the silvers, and everything else that just refreshes on the daily. Now, I do want to double check here and make sure to point this out. The 8314 is still going to be available today, guys. Same thing with the 80 plus player picks and the 83x10. It's not like those SBCs are going away. Oftentimes, Fridays, we do have SBCs going away. That is not the case for Team of the Season. EA has changed the upgrade times for this. We've got all these 8310s and 14s through the weekend. That's great for Team of the Week investors. Don't be selling on those cards yet. Hopefully, they just keep going up. Now, let's go to objectives really quick because we did have a new objective to point out here inside of yesterday's content. It was the brand new TOTS daily login, right? We have a TOTS one now, not a TOTS warm-up daily login. That's a really good reward pack. An 87 times 2 that we get this week for League 1 TOTS, as well as an 85 double, 84 double, and some pretty good packs along the way. So make sure you do your daily login each and every day. Now let's go to Evos, the last part of yesterday's content, which was one of those evolutions that we had leaked a while back, and it finally is now dropped. It is the Low Driven Legend. Guys, this is a really good free evolution. It only takes you to 2 playstyle pluses, but you get first touch and low driven shot plus if your player has no playstyle pluses to start with. And in the end, you're getting 93 pace, good above 90 shooting stats, a good passing boost as well as a dribbling boost, and some pretty good playstyles alongside of the playstyle pluses that you get, as well as advanced forward plus plus. This is a good Evo. Like, I put Alex Morgan into this straight away. Love the way that her card looks after this evolution boost. There's a couple of chains here you can do with some of the Hawk Evos, Hawk 1 and 2 on Dalglish into Low Driven Legend. That gives him a big physical boost. Doumbia as well. If you didn't upgrade Doumbia in the Streets Won't Forget version, you've now got an option for him going up to a 91. This is just a nice, pretty easy to get done evolution. It is a decent chunk of games, but Low Driven Plus is very, very good. And even for the first touch plus for this Alex Morgan and the stat boost that it gives her, that's why I just instantly started this evolution, and it's free. So I really have no qualms with that evolution at all. It's a nice free Evo. Now, let's talk about the biggest thing from yesterday's content, and that was the brand new Season 7, of course, with the paid Season 7 pass. Now, of course, you guys have looked through this. You've probably thought about it. You've talked about it. You've decided whether or not you want to buy the premium pass. But I don't want to spend a ton of time talking about this since we've already talked about it a lot. But now that it is officially out, man, the value for 500,000 coins, I mean, obviously I've already bought it, right? With the coins, the value is incredible. And everything that was leaked has lived up to the hype and then some. I don't think it was really advertised right away that we don't just get the standard or the premium rewards. We get both. If you get the premium pass, you're also getting the standard pass rewards, which is awesome, right? You get the bigger players, you get the better packs, the tradable packs, and the Playstyle Plus Evos that are in here do allow you to create 4 playstyle plus players. As you see here in this little menu screen, it shows a 95 max player with 4 playstyle pluses. So yes, literally the evolutions that are inside of the season pass, you could put Finesse Shot Plus, you could put Anticipate Plus once we get to the end of the season on a player like 94 SBC Rude Hullet, who a lot of us have crafted or are working on crafting. Like, you can give him playstyle pluses because these Evos, some of them are max 94 and max 95. Absolutely incredible stuff there for those evolutions. Everything in here added up only costs 500,000 coins when you think of it that way, with the ability to make some of your coins back. This is just insane levels of content. There's just so much value here over the course of time. It seems so worth it to me, but it's also the little things that I like about this premium pass. One of the first things I want to point out is, if you're like, Nate, I don't have the coins right now and I don't want to spend the money, don't. There's no hurry. You do not need to buy this for 500,000 coins right away. Really, what I would tell you is, you would just want to get the season pass paid for if you're going to save up the coins, if you're going to be grinding and trading, building up your coins through rewards or whatever it may be to get this. I think once you get to level 20, then you want to buy the premium pass, because that's where you get the 10,000 SP boost. Once we get to level 20, we're going to get 10,000 SP, and instantly all of these rewards will be claimed, and we're going to level 30. That's crazy. That is so crazy that we're just going to absolutely skip 10 levels of the entire pass, go through all of these rewards in one go. It's going to be a huge pack day for all of us when you get to level 20 with the player picks, the tradable packs in here, and the Evos even that are a part of this as well. That's probably my favorite part of this pass. Sure, the end rewards are sick, but that level 20 to 30 just shoot when you go right up through there with that 10,000 XP is going to be insane. And also, the thing that I love too is, if you wait until level 10 to buy this pass, or even like level 30, if you would wait that long, you get all the premium rewards that you would have quote unquote missed. So if you buy the season pass with 500,000 coins at level 10, levels 1 through 9 that you had not claimed of the premium pass because you had not bought it yet, you will then get those packs at that time. I think that's spectacular. So it's the little things about this season that I do love. The one thing that is lacking about this season is the ability to get FC points, or a guarantee of coins or FC points either way, to be able to buy the next season pass. That is the only thing that is missing. Technically, you do get tradable coins back, right? But are we all going to save those coins to buy the next season pass? Probably not, most of us. And you're not guaranteed to get enough to maybe be for a 500,000 coin season 8 premium pass if that were to come out. That's the only thing that I think is lacking, the regenerative ability of this that other games have. But the rewards are insane, and I'm excited to get going through this. Some people are already playing like manager mode and player manager mode, clubs mode, so they can get the SP. I think right now some people are already like level 5 or 6 and getting that Mertens card and trying him out. So put the grind that you want to put in, and enjoy that mode. Enjoy that new addition with the premium season pass there. I think that is really cool. I really do. That's just an overload of content, but it fits in well with the content that I think Team of the Season is going to bring, because TOTS is always just a lot of content. It's one of those biggest marquee promos of the year, and that's what we're looking forward to beginning today, guys. Let's talk about Team of the Season Friday. First, with the cards coming into packs. Yes, the leaks are true. We are getting 50. Yes, that's a 50. 50 cards are coming into packs today. That's going to be pretty crazy, let's be honest. Now, sure, there's going to be a lot of fodder cards, but we've got all the official stats, and we're going to be hunting these expensive League One. And man, some of the D1 Arkema players and even the Eredivisie players just look plain fun to use. I feel like I'm just going to be trying different players throughout this next week of this game, whoever we're able to pack, and then maybe buying some cards off the market, because 3 playstyle pluses on all of these players is a guarantee, and the stats are looking good too. Of course, you got your 4 playstyle plus players like Pacho, Joao Neves, and Ousmane Dembele. Pacho, by the way, does not have first touch plus. He's got Energizer, Relentless, Block, Jockey, and Anticipate. That's a crazy card. That really is. This League One Team of the Season here for me, it looks good. I think for me it looks like a 7.5 out of 10. Obviously, Cherky with center back, that's a mistake there. I would imagine he's center attacking mid. That card looks very good. Beereth here for one of our first TOTS highlights. 99 pace for him, power shot, finesse shot, and first touch. Taliso looks really good. Low driven on a midfielder is kind of interesting, but he's got it. And then, you know what I'm noticing here about this League One team? Look at the mid to low tier. Some big names in here. Jonathan David, always overpowered. He's got finesse, rapid, and first touch. Marquinhos, 3 amazing playstyle pluses and good stats, but he's only 93 rated. He should be cheaper probably than Pacho, especially not having as high rated of stats and only 3 playstyle pluses. Rabiot, his foot birthday card was a cheap beast. This TOTS card looks like it's going to be in that category as well. Klaus, Højbjerg looks good. Andre Santos looks good. Zakari looks good. I feel like there's a lot of cards in this League One team of the season team that are going to be less than 200,000 coins once we get into the weekend, because yes guys, a card like this Marquinhos right now in this market wouldn't be 200k, but as we get into team of the season and as you see the pack weight every year, I'm amazed at how cheap the lower tier of the TOTS cards are. They go to fodder prices so fast and they get so cheap so fast because that's just how team of the season is. You start with decent pack weight and then week after week after week you're getting such great amazing players that all the cards just kind of become super cheap, right? That's why we're kind of still worried about the market for a long-term hold, as we've been talking about. But for some of these cards, they're going to have a lot of hype today, and that's going to make them really good to trade and invest with for quick flips, as a lot of people are going to want to try these cards out as they're affordable and have pretty good stats. So this League One team, obviously it's got some highlights. It's got some good players and it's got some good budget players too. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Really excited to see some of those cards in packs today. Now, the D1 Arkema squad surprised me, guys. I'll be completely honest. There's some players in here that look unbelievable. We've got Lindsay, not Haran anymore. Heaps. She's 4 playstyle pluses. That card looks insane. Nothing else to say about her card. Probably going to be impossible to pack. Mateo, Chawinga, and Dumornay, the strikers in this D1 Arkema team. Insane. Look at those stats for Mateo. I want to try that card. Low driven, first touch, press proven, and rapid with 96 pace and shooting. Unreal. Chawinga with 99 pace, technical, incisive, and power shot with the 97 dribble. Renard's got 99 defending. Majri is back. Remember her fantasy card from a couple years ago? She's had some really overpowered FIFA cards in past years, or I guess last year only, but 98 dribble. Finesse and rapid and trickster on the wing there. Hopefully she can play center attacking that as well. Dumornay, finesse, low driven, press proven with all that pace, shooting and passing and dribbling. She's going to be nuts. Savava, the former Madrid women's player with intercept, rapid, and whipped pass. That looks like a really good left back. Look at those stats. She looks very, very good as well. Gioro is going to be very good as well. She's had some very good cards in the past. She's always pretty overpowered in game and has PSG links, which of course helps links to the men's side as well. So this D1 Arkema team actually surprised me with how good those stats look. And kind of the same thing with the Eredivisie squad, guys. These cards look really nice too. These are the types of cards that I'm looking forward to in Team of the Season to pack randomly and maybe to buy a few off the market and just say, let me try these guys out, because they all look so usable and fun, and it's not cards that you get to use every single day. Boskagli, Noah Lang, Taylor, and look at this Ant-Man card. Finesse, Tiki Taka, and Whipped. 94 pace and shooting and dribble. That card looks interesting. Hanchko, the very overpowered Team of the Season center back from last year, is back. Sutalo has a pretty good looking card here too, as well as Malik Tillman, Parrott, and Hato. This Hato card's going to be very hyped today. Watch out for him. Slide tackle, long ball, and quick step, but it's the pace that a lot of people are going to be watching, especially because his card from, what was it, Numero Foot? He had a very, very hyped card earlier on where people created some crazy evos. So this just looks flat out fun. These cards look pretty meta and fun, and this League One team looks the exact same, but I just want to get into some packs and start ripping packs of these cards, especially with 50 cards that are going to be in packs. That's an incredible amount for Team of the Season. GG's to EA for releasing that many cards in packs at the same time. Now, one thing I want to talk about with these cards, since they're the main focus today, and a lot of us are going to start opening packs, right? I've got a bunch of 77x5s. I've got a bunch of my 8314s saved up, some of my objective packs. We have a whole bunch of packs, some of the packs from last season as well. You gotta have to decide today, early. Are you opening all of your packs, or are you going to kind of open some of them and save some of the bigger ones for a Prem Tots, maybe La Liga down the line? You just kind of have to figure out what league motivates you the most. Now, for me, this is the first day of Team of the Season. I am definitely opening some of my big packs, but I'm not going to open everything because I know that this isn't the only league that I want to open some really big packs for. So that's one thing you kind of have to think through today. It's going to be really easy to get caught up into just opening packs. But if you do want to wait for Prem, maybe just hold off a little bit. Just keep yourself reminded that we do have the 8314, the 83x10, maybe even a couple more SBCs that EA would drop on a day like today on a Friday to have us to open for us to be able to craft for team of the season. Now with these cards, these team of the season cards coming into packs, I want to just really quickly talk about the market kind of impact for these cards as well. I do expect them to have decent pack supply, and I do expect a lot of people to open packs because it's the first week of team of the season. Even though we say, oh, this is League One, it's the Farmers League, Prem is next, everybody's going to open that week. Sure, we're going to save some packs for next week too, but just watch the supply of these cards today. People are going to be opening reward packs, tradable and untradeable. The supply is going to hit early. If you guys remember, during some of the last years of team of the season, the supply hits early for the first hour, sometimes the first 15 minutes. It's crazy. Then it rebounds back up, then it comes back down, and then usually once weekend league starts and a couple hours after content, you see some prices really go up because there's going to be so much curiosity. People are going to want to try players from the League One TOTS, from the D1 Arkema, and from Eredivisie, just because they should be pretty affordable and packable, and they're just fun new cards that look pretty meta. So that's one thing I would mention. These cards should be on the market cheap early. They have a little bit of a rebound in the middle, couple hours after content, middle of the night. It's not really the middle of the night, but a couple hours after content when weekend league is in full swing, because remember, there's heavy weekend league demand, guys, because of the rewards that are there. There's a lot of team of the season cards up for grabs. People want those red picks as fast as possible and potential to make coins. There's a lot of demand in the market. So watch these team of the season cards for low prices in the first couple of hours, maybe a bit of a spike in 2 to 3 hours after content. Friday Night Bubble, the one that we talk about every single week on Friday nights, that is absolutely something to watch out for. But then they would come back down into the late Friday night, early Saturday morning hours before rising again probably on Saturday. So that's kind of what you can expect for the TOTS cards, starting a bit low, rising up a little, back down again, and then rising up into Saturday, and then back down even further after later on Saturday. So it's kind of the yo-yo, right? The hills and the valleys of the market with these sort of prices. It's going to be a great opportunity to make coins, though. We'll be watching it on stream. So that's a lot of talk about the cards coming into packs. Of course, they are a pretty main focus. But other content, we know the Due SBC is leaked, and he's definitely going to be today. Why would they not release an SBC like this? Let's not kid ourselves. They are. This is coming today, guys, 100%. TOTS Moments Due. It's not an actual team of the season card. This is his SBC card here. Finesse Rapid First Touch. Great stats. It's not that huge of an upgrade over his player of the month, but hopefully it includes some extra playstyles. Maybe he goes to 5-star, 5-star. Well, fingers crossed that. And hopefully he has center mid position. Hopefully he has maybe cam position as well. His inform cards have had positions on the left, on the right, at center mid, and I think one of them does have cam. That's the real thing that I'm intrigued with here, and I'm also intrigued with the price because, yeah, he's got a lot of hype, and like I'm down. I want to do this SBC because I've never used a Due. I want to be into the hype here. I want to try this card out and have some fun, but if it's like 1 million coins, I don't know if I really vibe with 1 million coins. If this is like 500 to 750,000 coins, I could get around that. I'm going to have some extra fodder, but that's the thing that EA knows too. A lot of us have packs saved up, so they know that they can get ahead and try to require more fodder for this SBC because of the IRL hype that he has, because it is the main Friday SBC. And again, we have a lot of saved up packs. So I think the price here, I hope it's going to be about 600,000 coins. Split the difference between my range there. I really hope 600K is where this lands. I could see it being more expensive than that, but it's going to have a lot of hype and I'll probably still be there. Just depends on how good the card is going to look itself on the inside, right? With the playstyles and stuff like that. Now, the rest of the objectives and SBC cards have been leaked. These are all official stats. This doesn't look that crazy to me. I don't know if it does to you guys, but obviously the daddy Taram, big boy Taram, whatever you want to call him. A lot of people make the jokes, but I mean, he is the father of Kefren and Marcus. This card looks insane. Yeah, for sure. And 94 defense and physical, 91 pace. That's going to be an SBC worth crafting towards for a right back that could be in your team for a long time as a fullback plus stay back defender, maybe even a center back. If he drops today as well, that could be big, and that could be an SBC you start crafting. I don't think it's a guarantee to come today, but it's a possibility. We've got a Basha SBC. We've got a Tiny SBC. Katoto actually looks pretty decent, but then the rest of these SBC and objective cards that have been leaked, yeah, sure, there's some nice ones in here, but they kind of have to be cheap for me to be interested in them. I would have to say Divock Chile is getting a card. Paxton Aronson. By the way, I've seen a couple of posts of people saying that these cards, the Team of the Year honorable mentions, are going to have boosted chemistry. That's just kind of a rumor on the street. I don't know if the card design is in the game yet. Team of the season honorable mentions here. I don't think there's any in the game. I do want to look up Paxton Aronson because allegedly he was already here in concepts, and that's how people knew that he had that different chemistry. Concept players on. Yeah, so I don't see one there right now. But I will say this, just watch out for maybe some messages about extra chemistry boosts for these Team of the Season honorable mentions. Again, those are just the only blue cards. Team of the Season honorable mentions have blue around the edges. Regular Team of the Seasons have the gold outline, and then the TOTS highlights are purple. So we're getting Due today for sure. The rest of these we're not sure about. Evolutions are going to have to step up and carry some of the content during this week, though, with the way those SBCs look. They don't look bad. They just don't look fantastic. So we'll see if there's any other leaks about what SBCs are coming today besides the Due. And then speaking of SBCs, remember the rumors were floating, right? Exchanges. Are they happening? Are they not? Sounds like they're not happening. So we've got some we got some fake leaks going around the community about exchanges, some false rumors and some false hope. Once again, guys, that's why I was saying just be careful with what you see and what you believe. Don't be too quick to believe from the guys that are not, our regular leakers that we can trust with the information that they have. The guys that we can trust are saying there's no news on exchanges yet, but they are saying that premium league upgrades should come Monday. And with all of the cards and packs, I know the premium league upgrades did not hit during Team of the Year, but man, I'm definitely going to try them now during Team of the Season, especially with League One having a very small amount of rare golds. League One is usually one of the most OP leagues to do the premium league upgrades for. So we'll be watching out for that. Now, evolutions, the last part of content, a big part of content that we're going to be looking forward to today. Every promo needs some good evos. This one's no different. The only leak, I think this is the only leak that we have right now, is the 3 playstyle plus evolution for left mid and left wings. Now, obviously, this leak came out a couple of days ago, and you saw a lot of players go up. Finesse, technical, quick step. Insane combo there. 5-star, 5-star, inside forward plus plus. Max 9 playstyles, 3 positions. The Musiala fits. You've got guys like Neymar that are going to fit this allegedly as well. So Foot Agent here is saying that he's leaking the same thing. A lot of beef still going on here between Foot Agent and between Foot Police. Both these guys are leaking it though, which is a great sign for the potential left mids and left wings. Yeah, for a card like this, Hazard, just be on the lookout on the market for these cards because this is the Evo that people are expecting today. That is an Evo with a lot of hype that just could be dropped today because it's got so much hype in terms of how much the upgrade could be and how much these cards could move. I'm actually going to drop a bid on this. Okay, see, I'm getting the 99 bid glitch. I thought that was fixed, but I'm going to back out so I can drop a bid on this Hazard because that's a card who is probably going to be up where he is right now, close to max price at 700,000. He was a 400,000 coin card before he was leaked, right? On Wednesday, this was leaked. He went from 490 to 500 up to 720, back down to 611. He was even 670. So, just watch out for your left mid, left wings. I think Neymar would be another one for this, the 88 rated version. He is currently, how much? 800,000 coins. And I think on Wednesday, where did he go when this leak came out? He went from 740 up to 900. So, just be careful and keep an eye on some of those left mid, left wings because they are probably going to be moving today. And that means you could make some coins off of that. But as always, sell it into the hype. Don't get too risky with it. Sell it into the hype. I'll do the same thing with Hazard right here. I'll let this 630 sit because I don't think I'm going to be able to sell him for much more than like 690. So I'm going to try to maximize my profit there. But that makes me a little worried today. Let's talk about the market a little bit more just to kind of get ourselves ready. Left mids. Kvaratskhelia, I know, PSG links, he's not getting a card. Same thing with Barcola. League One hype is real today. Do you want to buy this card, though, with Due coming out and potentially a left mid, left wing Evo as well? I'm a little bit skeptical of trying to buy attackers today, specifically left mids and left wings, because the Evo and the SBC both focus in that area. That is the one thing I would mention. I think I feel more comfortable with center mids and center backs. Center backs, I'm a little hesitant with too as well because of the potential SBC for the Thuram UEFA Dream Chasers card. So I do have a Blanc here that I picked up at 672. I think if you buy the rare out of pack special cards, I think you're going to end up doing all right because some people are probably going to look at this TOTS team and say, Nate, it's not worth it for me to go out and buy that. I'm just going to go out and buy, you know, my Fantasy Sun that I was using before, right? And this Fantasy Sun was 1.4 mil, and now he's up to 1.6. So you're starting to see some of the market rebound back, especially some of the players that were in packs yesterday for Rivals rewards that are going out of packs today. Lamine Yamal dropped a ton with the supply and is now rebounding back up pretty hard. I bought a bunch of these. I bought some Dybalas, not this card specifically, but cards that were in packs yesterday. Dybala, Endrick, lots of Marcus Llorentes. Those cards are going up so well at the moment. And I'm just trying to sell them and get out of them because, you know, sure, they're going out of packs and they could continue to rise. But I'm here for the quick flips and the state of this market. There's going to be a lot of strikers coming out that maybe challenge this Endrick card. Sure, they're not named Endrick, and he is, but some of these cards have gone up so much, like the Lamine Yamal and the Endrick that were in packs. I think you take the coins unless it's a very cheap card for an Evo investment, just to be safe there. But for the rest of the market, like we talked about with Team of the Seasons, there's going to be a lot of demand today for players. You've already started to see it on the market. Did I get outbid there? My coin just went up. Did I actually get outbid on that hazard? No way. And I didn't see it in time? Dog, that's crazy. 602. That's crazy, man. All right, well, whatever. It wasn't meant to be. But looking at the market, some prices have already started to rebound back up a little bit as the panic is just slowly starting to end from the week and a half, really, of panic that we had on this game. Like, I bought these Endricks for 152. I'm going to get out of these at about 192. But the one thing I want you guys to leave this video knowing today is there's a lot of demand, and there's going to be a lot of people playing Weekend League today, into tonight, and into tomorrow and Saturday, which means there's going to be prices that will move. So if you don't want to risk it with something in packs like a Team of the Season, watch your meta out of pack special cards that you know people are going to want to buy. Maybe it's a Dream Chasers card. Maybe it's a Foot Birthday. Maybe it's even a card from Team of the Year, guys. Team of the Year cards we've been looking at this week. Some of these are still going to be able to rebound. Saliba's back up, right? He was 2.05 million coins. Cole Palmer is a card who a lot of people are still going to probably want to use. What's he been doing? How far did he drop? From 900K down to 500. Look, he was 500,000 coins yesterday. 501. He's 640 right now. I still think that some of these cards, as you see them start to go back up, that's a great sign. If a card that you want to buy is starting to go back up, try to find another low point today before content, if there's any panic on the market, before we get to the 6 p.m. content drop, or after content with the Evo, if it's paid, however much it is, however cracked it is. Same thing with the Due SBC, TOTS cards impacting the market. Try to find some deals after content today and then sell a couple hours later in the peak of the hype in that Friday night bubble. 2 to 3 to 4 hours after content is the Friday night bubble when everybody's playing Foot Champs games. The demand is very high. So that's what I would tell you guys to watch out for today. I know a lot of market discussion in today's video, but that's because it matters a lot to you guys who are going to build teams, buy players for teams. The one lesson and the one tip I would leave you with is just don't hold on to cards that long, okay? Just do not hold on to cards for that long, because once again, we're going to have a lot of Team of the Season cards releasing over a lot of time that this promo is going to be going for. So just be careful, but do the big names, do the cards that people are excited to use, and you're going to make some coins. And that means more coins for you to open store packs during Team of the Year with coins, to do evolutions with coins, or just buy the new Team of the Season cards off of the market and use them in game. So that's going to be the Team of the Season Friday video for me tonight, guys. If you did enjoy it, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you had any questions, and subscribe if you are new. Best of luck on your packs today. We'll be streaming it all live from this channel on YouTube, and then of course on Twitch as well, for a big Team of the Season promo Friday. I appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel that you've shown recently. And let me know in the comments if you're hyped for this Team of the Season, or if you're saving your packs, if you're hyped for the new paid season pass, if you like it, or if you're waiting to buy it, or if you're not buying it at all. Love to hear your comments, a lot of them from yesterday as well, and I appreciate all of that. I will see you guys in the stream today. Happy TOTS Friday, guys. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace.